Alright, this is Combat Mission Red Thunder. I think this is my first recorded World War II game. Um, I am playing Soviet Army against Soviet Guards, and we are on the map Reitweln Village. Reitweln Town Meeting. It's about 1440 by 1440, I believe. We have 4 objectives. Um, these objectives are worth more. These objectives are worth less. Um, I don't know what my opponent is bringing. The map is farmland with copses of trees, and then there's villages throughout the map, and there is a dominant hill that is wooded, which limits its ability to be used as a firing position to kind of get line of sight on the map. As you can see, you can't really sit on the top of the hill, but you can kind of emerge from the woods potentially. There is one relatively good position, which is south of Objective Green, or rather north of Objective Green, as I am in the north, not the south. And that is up here, where you can really kind of see into my deployment zone. So because of the significance of that position, what I am going to do is really make a push for this side of the map, and then kind of swing this way. So my forces, I have a 2 tank platoons with the Tanko descent kind of guys, the tank riders, on each of those platoons. I also have a sapper platoon and a recce platoon. So the main effort is, as I said, this way. This tank platoon is going to work their way over to the wood line and then storm the woods and start. The men are going to storm the woods and start heading up that way. This tank platoon is going to swing into Objective Orange and reserve, where the sapper platoon is also going to head up and occupy this to just sort of hold it. The recon platoon just has 2 half tracks with the recon squads and this platoon truck. So we're going to kind of set them into various wooded positions on this side of the map, while this dude gets some non-specific orders telling him just to kind of drive down here with not so much context. And you know what? He might see some things, and those things might see him and kill him. But he is a probe, really. I'm expecting him to die, but it's possible that he'll just see something and turn around or whatever. Additionally to everything we've talked about, got a forward observer who's going to hang back here, mostly be kind of staring up there. And I have a 82mm mortar section off map. I'm considering some sort of denial fires up here, just to keep him from occupying this too readily. But I don't think I will be able to really deter him too much. Why is that point target? So I think it will. I think we will do that, just for fun. All the tubes. We're gonna go light, short, and off the bat. That might telegraph my intent, but I think he'll figure that out pretty quick anyway. As far as his likely moves, he's gonna be over here. I think, he has a couple options. I think he has to kind of move towards one objective or the other, or both. He could also kind of start moving through the hill and really turning the hill into a position by which he can launch attacks into all the other objectives. But either way, he's going to have to kind of come up this way or come this way into red. I think this is a big enough of an open danger area that, you know, and it seems likely that he'll occupy this relatively quickly, that assaults across this strike me as challenging for either of us to perform. A wide flank has a little bit more tree stuff and interceding terrain, but I still think that's kind of challenging. And then coming up here, obviously, you know, an attack by him in this direction is really easy to support just due to the firing positions on this hill. And then he could really kind of get into objective orange here. Hathenau, which is this little village. But you know, our main effort is coming this way, so I think that'll be tough for him to do that. Let's see. Really coming this way, I mean, you have a relatively covered approach through a lot of the map that way, but that just doesn't strike me as something that's too, I don't know, people tend not to do map skirting kind of things, it seems. Anything else? Yeah, so as far as this terrain goes, a lot of fields, a lot of muddy things. The ground is wet, so I have, even with the tanks, tracked him down drier land as much as possible, just to really avoid a bog. Particularly with the tank riders, it just would really suck to lose vehicles to immobilization. And I don't know, that could cost me. But it's a gamble I'm willing to take. I think the circuitousness of the routes that he's going to have to take to get into engagement positions with me, I think is what I'm relying on for me to be able to afford to navigate around all the fields and shit like that. So that's it. The Soviet Civil War is about to begin, and we will see how it goes.